Good morning, good morning, good morning. Gonna do a little coffee and tarot this morning. All right, a little coffee and tarot this morning for my Cancer. My Cancer gang. How have you been? How have you been? I've missed you guys so much. So I think this morning I'll do a reading for those of you who want to do a little spying on your ex. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way in and say this is for the Cancer ladies out there. All the Cancer ladies. This is a reading for you. And yes, it is Cancer season. Get out and shine. I don't know where or how it is where you are, but where I'm at, it's been beautiful. So get out and let your little Cancer light shine. It is our season. And happy birthday to those of you who have already had your Cancer birthdays. And for those of you who are to come in the coming days and months. And if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. All right. So this, again, is a reading for my Cancer ladies. We're going to spy on our exes today. Yes. Spy on our exes, especially those exes that are in new relationships. You know, they've been hanging out, being seen with their new boos. Well, we're going to take a look at their relationships with the new person in their life and see what that's all about. You can see how this might be helpful if you are A, wanting to reconcile, B, wanting to just be nosy. All right. So if this offends you, then this is not the reading for you, and you should come back at another time. We'll have a reading that that suits you more. Give me just a moment while I take care of some background stuff here. I apologize. Just a moment. Sorry, just have some messages coming in, and it is important, so I need to respond right away. But I'll talk as I respond. This is a reading for those of you who may have just joined. This is a reading for my Cancer ladies to take a look at, and we'll say specifically those masculine energies that are our exes. What is their new relationship about? They're seeing someone else, and whether it's someone that they broke things off with you to get with, or whether it's someone brand new. What is that relationship about? Okay. All right. So I'll do some general messages on it, and then I'll break it out. It'll be a Cancer versus him reading to see what it is by sign. Okay? All right. All right, Spirit. Let me go ahead and get some messages on the table for my Cancer ladies. My candle just went out. Why is everything happening during the course of a reading? For reasons, of course. I'm not going to look too deeply into that one right now. probably, though, related to your ex or not wanting you to have this information. That's what just came to my mind. So I'm going to say that's what it is. All right, Cancer. Let's get some general messages on the board for your ex and his new connection. Wow. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. And with this particular depiction of the Four of Swords, instead of it just being a man lying there on top of the cement slab, it's a man and a woman, as you can see. And it is in the reverse. And what that's telling me is they are about to fall on the swords. Someone in this connection, or both people in this connection, are about to fall on their own swords. And if you know what that saying means, it's kind of like it can mean a couple of things, but in this case it's like some shit is going on here and between the two of them, and there's no avoiding the fact that they're going to, I'm seeing these swords as something like they deserve, something sharp, something painful that they deserve. One or, well, actually both of them in this situation, and it could be for very different reasons that they deserve to fall on these swords. But that is what I'm seeing here, something sharp and painful. This Five of Pentacles has them really, it's a cold, distant feeling that's happening within this connection between the two of them. They're very, there's a lot of cold-hearted, cold feeling energy going on. There's not that closeness, that warmth that you would want in a connection with someone, especially someone new. So there's a lot going on here, and this shadow image that's kind of laid on top here is just speaking to me that is both of these things, them falling on the swords and this being cold and distant. It's got a lot to do with spirit working behind the scenes to make sure that they see, especially your person, Cancer, sees that spirit's working behind the scenes to make sure that they get back. I hate to use the word karma because karma is such a misused word. But it's kind of like they're going to reap what they sow from whatever happened in their situation with you and with others. Because I feel like, there's been some situations where they've done wrong with others. And this is Spirit's making sure that this comes to be. All right. King of Pentacles in reverse. There's a tyrannical type of energy here too. So your person, Cancer, may be interacting with their new person in a very tyrant type of way, like my way or the highway. Things are going to go the way I want them to, whether they are fit to lead that connection or not, whether they are taking them down the rabbit hole, which is what this looks like. They are insisting that it's their way or the highway, and they are the lead. So it's a really dark, ugly energy that's going on in this connection, Cancer, between your person and their new boo. All right, so let's get some specific messages on the board. We'll look at your X by sign. So when I call out these different signs, if you have an X of that sign, then, and when I'm saying if you have an X of that sign, I'm talking about the person that you are concentrating on as you listen to this reading. If they are of that particular sun sign, then that means that that's a message geared towards them and their new boo. Okay? And we're talking sun signs only here. We're not doing sun, moon, Venus, whatever. We're doing sun signs. So if it's their sun sign, then this is the message that governs the connection that they're in right now. Okay? All right. So let's get some suspects on the board here. I have Capricorn. I have Libra. and I have Cancer. All right, so let's push you guys up. If your person, Cancer, is a Capricorn, what is going on in their current connection with this new person? All right, so Cancer, if your person is a Capricorn, I'm seeing that they have their new person in a third party type situation. So this is not the only person that they are seeing, even if it appears that way to you, even if it appears that way to the public, even if it appears that way towards the person that they are involved with. So they are strictly in a third party situation here. And also with this Page of Pentacles, they find themselves, the Capricorn finds themselves making an offer to their new person, kind of to keep them on the hook. Like they're enticing them with some type of reward, and it looks to be financial in this case. Like, you know, maybe paying a bill here, that paying a bill there, or providing some type of material things like gifts and things of that nature. But Capricorn is coming out their pocket in order to keep this new person in place. And that's really the core and the heart of where Capricorn is in their mind right now in regards to the new person. They clearly want to be single, and they clearly want to act like a single man while in the connection with the new person. And they're using financial means in order to keep this person around. All right. So with this Ace of Cups here, let me just pull one clarifier on this because I'm getting a mixed feeling here. Give me 1 second to sort out what I'm seeing here. I know this is going to be a long reading, Cancer, so bear with me. Yeah, so they're in their head a lot about love, this Capricorn. They're in their head a lot about emotions and sorting out some of their feelings about love and relationships, but not in the sense that they're sorting them out in regards to this new person. They're sorting them out in general. Like it's not a come to Jesus type of moment, but it is a moment where they are contemplating what it is that they ultimately want for love in their life and how they're going to best find that. And they're doing it, you know, they're not letting anyone in on this, okay? They're not telling anyone about it. But really the thoughts that are swirling around in their head right now and concerning love, it seems like a jumbled mess. And if you could really listen to what's going on, and I think that's why I was getting all these mixed feelings as I was looking at this Ace of Cups. If you could really see the thoughts that are going on, you would be like, holy hell, man, that's some twisted stuff. And so they're trying to sort through all that. And it, honestly, from what I'm seeing and feeling here, it could take quite a while for them to get to a place where they have a thought of what's happening. With this Two of Cups showing up as the intention for Capricorn with their new boo, they plan to stay here for a minute. They plan to stay in this connection. They plan to make it have the outward appearance to the world that it's all good. They plan to possibly even step up to the plate and make some things official, which is crazy, seeing how they really were not seeing love between these two. All right, so it's all about appearances here with this Two of Cups is what I'm getting. It's almost like I'm looking into a mirror that's Like, I'm reflecting into this mirror what I want the world to see. But what's going on behind the mirror is something completely different. That's the feeling that I get here. And what you could see or witness happening next with them is, again, some very ferocious energy. This strength card, this lion, is what I'm being drawn to look at, and the ferociousness of this roar that's happening with this lion. And then this is a very different depiction of strength than most tarot decks. And I'm just seeing like a scattering kind of energy, right? So I feel like there's going to be a lot of fighting and arguing going on with this Capricorn and their new boo. But guess what? That does not mean, Cancer, that they are going to necessarily break up. I think Capricorn's trying to stay in this for quite some time. All right. All right. What about if your person is a Libra? So if he's a Libra, Cancer, let's take a look at what's happening between this Libra and their new boo. All right, so let's see here. We have the Four of Cups in reverse, being crossed by the Queen of Cups. So right now, and this is a feeling of something really new for this Libra as far as this connection is concerned. So if they just got with this person, then this is what it's feeling like. They were in a place of stagnancy, which this new person seems to be, the appearance of this new person seems to be bringing them out of the stagnant, woe is me kind of energy. And with this Queen of Cups crossing it, I'm seeing that this Libra does have a lot of emotion currently going on. A lot of loving type, not love, but loving type of energy towards this new person. Okay. And it feels like the honeymoon period. It's kind of like when you've gone through something rough and then you're thinking, oh, I'm done with love. And then you meet this new person and the world seems new again. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up from these two cards together. Like Libra, whether this Libra was out in the cold from you and had been there for a while and just met someone new, or has been out there playing around and doing their thing, but then they just met someone that really struck them differently. That's the energy that I'm getting from that, okay? What's really hidden from view at this time is this Two of Pentacles in reverse. And wow. So for the moment, they've stopped juggling people, is the message that I've gotten with that one. That they have kind of come back to the ground and stopped juggling so many different people. And the distinct feeling that I get about that is this new person is putting their foot down in a no-nonsense way. Like, you're not going to have me as one of many. So you make a choice. So this Libra has, at least for the time being, made the choice to kind of settle into the situation, right? Now, what is their intention with her is the Seven of Swords. So Libra is actually after something here. And I think that this new person either has something of their own financially, or they're pretty like set up to where people look at the new person as something to aspire to. Like, for instance, let me think of a scenario that would be really easy. So, for instance, let's just say, for instance, that your Libra is just a regular old, I don't know, factory worker, makes a decent income or whatever. And say, and let's just say you, the two of you had the same type of work and you had the same type of energy going on, right? And then this Libra runs up on this attorney, like that she's very successful, she's going places, doing things. So Libra considers this attorney, a step up kind of thing. So it's that kind of energy that the new person possesses in this situation. Libra is looking at them as a step up in some way, either financially or from the sense of social standing, something along those lines. Libra is assessing that this new person is. Now, whether or not this new person is actually those things is another story for another reading, but that's how Libra is viewing them. So they are going to get in where they fit in and take advantage of all that shine that this new person has, okay? And so their intentions are to, do some climbing, whether financially or socially. And so that isn't really around love itself, right? So at this time, yes, they're loving what's happening in the connection. Libra is loving what's happening in the connection with the new person, but has it turned to love yet? No, it has not turned to love because their intent is off, okay? This person is demanding to be the only one, so Libra is slowing it down for the moment to see what they can do and what they can get, okay? Because Ten of Cups in reverse in the near future here is just letting me know this is not a situation that is going to play well, at least not in the near future. It looks very unsuccessful. Let's say it like that, okay? All right. So if your boo is another Cancer, what's going on with your Cancer and their new... I shouldn't say boo. If your person is another Cancer, if he's a Cancer, let's look at what's going on between him and his new boo. All right. We'll do one more shuffle here. Oh. You know what? Sorry. Spirit told me to take it just from the mistake. Okay. I made a mistake in laying this out here. It told me just to pick up the cards that I made a mistake with and reshuffle. All right. So, Cancer, your Cancer and their new boo, they have the Ten of Wands upright and the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's really difficult here. There's a lot of difficulty happening, and your person, Cancer, feels like this new person is just on their back 24/7. It's a struggle. They hate it. But they're not ready to leave. They are not walking out the door. They're not ready for that. They are with this person. And the feeling that I get when I look at these two cards have to do with if I leave, I'll just be alone. And I'm not looking to be alone at this very moment. I think your person, for whatever reason, is viewing their other options as limited. All right, their other options in women being limited. So they're staying even in a trying situation because a little sex and whatever else they get out of this connection is better than, sitting home twiddling their thumbs, in their opinion. What you're not seeing is the Judgment in reverse, meaning that in this situation, with it having this Ten of Wands type hard energy, struggle energy. No one is taking accountability. So while you may be seeing something on the surface that they want you to see, they want the world to see as far as our connection, as in everything's peachy. No, it's not peachy at all. Your Cancer wants to leave, but isn't leaving, even though it's a tough situation. And no one is taking accountability in this situation for what's right and what's wrong and what's good and what's bad. They're kind of just existing, right? And I get the distinct feeling that neither one of these people want to be alone. So they're just coexisting, and no one's taking accountability for that, right? No one's pushing things forward and doing the work to have a good, solid relationship. They're just there. This is a really I don't even like this energy I'm feeling. I just want to finish this reading. So I'm having a hard time here because this energy is so yucky and so unnecessary in my mind. Okay. What is their intent here? What is your person's intent here? I had the Magician in reverse. Lots of manipulation. Lots of saying one thing, doing another. Lots of trickery type of thing. Just whatever it takes to get by for the time being. For the time being. Put on a show like a stage magician would that gets you through what is happening right now. Okay? They're not even thinking about the future. They're not. Not with this person. They're just thinking about day to day, just getting by. All right? And with this Emperor coming in the near future here, I'm seeing that your Cancer will actually, go out on their own and find a new situation to become involved with. I don't know how much longer it'll be. I don't think it's going to be much longer at all, to be honest with you. All right, so that's what's going on between Cancer, male, and their new counterpart. Let's call it that, because that was not love at all. All right, let's get some more suspects on the board. I have Gemini, Aries, and Pisces. So that's what's coming up for you. All right, so Cancer, if your person is Gemini, let's look at what he has going on in his new connection. Person is a Gemini, and my cards are just falling in a stupid way. Like, when I say stupid, a lot of times when you're shuffling, the cards will kind of fly out or fall. They just never fall like the way they just fell. So there's a lot of weirdness happening. I can tell already just by the way these cards are shuffling between Gemini and their new person. So let's get into it. Hold on, as soon as Spirit tells me I stop shuffling. Again, with the wrong, I'm going to leave it because Spirit says to leave it. All right. So, Cancer, what's going on with your Gemini and their new person? I have the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So the communication here is bad in this connection. And I do see that Gemini is going to be leaving, if they haven't left already. I see them leaving for new ground. And it's funny, as I was shuffling, one of the things I noticed on this Gemini card was these two here looking. I know it's supposed to be representative of the twins in the Gemini, but it looked like two people about to kiss. So I would say that your Gemini is, if they're not kissing someone new, they're about to be, okay? What you're not seeing going on behind the scenes is the Hanged Man in reverse. And this Hanged Man, he's in the reverse because he's freeing himself. He's freeing himself from this precarious predicament. And that's what's happening with your Gemini at this point in time. This King of Swords lets me know that your Gemini is, as far as their intention in this connection, I think they did have some stand-up type of energy coming into this connection. Like they really came in maybe with some intentions of being a stand-up kind of dude and telling the truth and being about that life. But they're just finding this isn't to their liking, right? And they're about to free themselves. With the Seven of Pentacles, this was the card that I laid down by mistake, but Spirit told me it would be an extra message here. Your Gemini has stopped investing in this situation, okay? They've stopped the investing. They're looking for their out. If they're not already out the door, I would be really surprised. And with this Lovers in reverse, yeah, this connection is going to be over soon because these lovers are going to break up. Okay, so that is what's going, and that was very straightforward. That was very straightforward, letting me know that this all will take place in a very straightforward manner with this Gemini and their new person. Okay, so next is Aries, and if your person is an Aries, let's take a look here, Cancer, to see what's happening in their connection with their new person. All right, Aries and their new boo. I have the Nine of Cups in reverse. That's never good. And I love reading. And then 10 of Swords in reverse. So this new person really is not. Aries views this new person in this manner. They're not what they want. The new person is not who they want. And they know that. They know that the new person is not, it's not their wife, is not their long-term anything. But the new person is kind of like a Band-Aid, healing some of the pain that's going on within this Aries right now. I'm picking up very strongly that this new person knows how to talk to Aries, knows how to calm Aries, knows how to make Aries feel fluffy and good for, when they need a teddy bear. But the new person is not who Aries views as their mate. Okay. But they're there for what this person can actually do, which is, make them feel good at the times when they might be feeling low, or, like, it's kind of like Aries has some unhealed things going on. Like they need to really be healing and becoming whole again. They're not doing that work, but this person acts like a Band-Aid to help them at those times when they might be feeling a little off or low. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Aries is getting that out of the connection, and that's what it is about for Aries. What you're not seeing behind the scenes is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So there's no real generosity of spirit going on here with your Aries and this new person. And even though this new person is going out of their way, I feel, to be, portray themselves in the best possible light as wifey. And when I say that to mean, like, even when that person, this new person, is alone with Aries and they're doing the things that they do, this person is going out of their way to portray to Aries an image of, I'm wifey material. But Aries is like, no. In their mind, they're like, no, you're not my wifey, but you'll do for right now. You'll do for what I need you to do for. And so there's no generosity of spirit on Aries' part towards this new person. They're not, I don't get that they're being rude, mean, or there's trouble in that way. I don't think so. I think they're just coexisting with this new person, right? And this new person has no idea, really, is what I'm feeling, that Aries feels this way towards them, because Aries may be portraying something very different. Their intent with this Page of Wands, Aries' intent in this situation, it's a real immature energy. And so they don't really have, a concrete, serious intent towards this person. This is a very not serious connection in Aries' eyes. The new person may feel like it's very serious, but Aries does not, okay? And with this Knight of Swords coming up in the near future, what I'm seeing is there's going to be some harshness coming in to play here. I don't think it's come into play yet, but they're going to see a different side of Aries. They're probably going to see, the new person's probably going to see the side of Aries that you are very familiar with, Cancer. This harsh energy, this sharp tongue, this, demands and things like that side of Aries that you've seen as negative. This person is, there's going to be trouble on the scene. I don't necessarily see breakup here. But I mean, we're only looking at the energy of right now in the very short term future. So that may happen later on down the line, but yeah, there's going to be some things that this new person is going to experience with your Aries that are not going to be cool. All right, so if your person is a Pisces, let's take a look at what he's got going on in his new connection. Again, cards falling, man. All right. I hope this has been really helpful for you. And if you are finding that these messages resonate, please comment and let me know. Let me know how it resonates for you. I'm always curious to hear that. And if you haven't given me a like or a follow, please do so at this time. Please do so. It's a way for you to support my channel energetically for free. How about that? Support me. All right, so if your person is a Pisces, what has he got going on with his new person? All right, I have the Three of Cups upright and the Ace of Wands. This is a very sexual connection between Pisces and this new person. Right now, they're having a lot of fun. They're having a whole lot of fun. I'm sorry if I'm hurting anyone's feelings with that. But right now, which is what I'm looking at with these two cards, Pisces is viewing this situation as a lot of fun. I'm not seeing love at this time. But right now, this connection feels new and fun. And I do feel like this new person lets them have a lot of leeway in what they're willing, in what Pisces can do. Like the restrictions that you might find in some relationships, some connections are not there with this new person. And Pisces is having a lot of fun with that at this time. What you're not seeing is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which means these two are not at this time building anything right now that's long term. Like I said, this is very fun for the moment type of energy that's happening in the current, okay? So there's no long-term building going on as far as Pisces is concerned at this time. And when we look at their intentions towards the connection, it is of the Emperor. So Pisces is, I think there's a plan at some point to be a solid, I think let me say it. Let me stop. Sorry. Pisces feels to me like a person when they your Pisces feels to me like a person that when they start a connection with someone, they go in with the intent of being a solid dude, being that guy, right? And so we're seeing that reflected here in this Emperor card that yes, I'm that guy, okay? I I don't feel like your Pisces is a bad guy. Maybe something happened to end your connection that wasn't positive, but overall, they're not like a bad guy. Okay, is what I'm seeing. And they planned always to come in with the intent of being a solid dude, and you would probably have to look back to the beginning of your connection, Cancer, with your Pisces to see that they came in with that with you, right? In the near future, I do see the Ace of Pentacles, which lets me know that, yeah, there's going to be a shift out of this we're having fun type energy into something that is more solid. So Cancer, your Pisces may be in it with this person, this new person, for some time to come. We'll have to revisit that, of course, in a future reading to see if that energy remains that way or if it shifts in some other way, because we are only looking at the very short term future, like within a matter of several weeks, right? So I'm not saying like this is how it's going to end with them being in a very solid, stable relationship. I'm saying there's going to be an offer hit the table. So whether that offer is, will you be my girlfriend? Or if they've been seeing each other for a little bit of time, you know, like maybe an engagement ring, but we would have to look again in a few weeks to see if that energy is still going down the same path, because things can happen and things can change, especially outside of the time constraint of this reading, which I should have mentioned up front that this reading is intended, and the messages from this reading are intended till about mid-July, late July, like as you go into Leo season. That's the time period that we're looking at, okay? So that's what I see there. All right, let's get some more suspects on the board. Have Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Virgo. All right. So Cancer, if your guy is a Scorpio, what's going on between him and his new boo? Cards come flying out, as we've seen all throughout this reading. All right. Take this opportunity, please, to like this video. And go ahead and follow me at this time so that you're in the loop for future videos. All right, so Scorpio and his new lover. I have the 9 of Swords and Temperance in reverse. Yeah, this isn't happy at all. At all. Excuse me. This 9 of Swords is telling me that, you know, there's a lot of anxious energy for this Scorpio in this connection. Like, they're not happy. When I say they're not happy, they are not happy currently. And everything is completely off balance with this Temperance card. And also, I don't see with this Temperance along with this 9 of Swords, I can't foresee this connection lasting much longer. This is a lot of extremely oppressive type energy that I'm feeling. What you're not seeing going on behind the scenes, we have the Devil. It's never a good thing. And what I'm seeing with that is that Scorpio has bitten off a lot more than they can chew with this new person. They're bringing out the worst in each other. They're really bringing out the worst in each other. And if your Scorpio has any kind of addiction type of, any addictions going on in their background, this person could be driving them out of a state of healing into, like, so for instance, if, say, this person is say, for instance, if your Scorpio were a recovering alcoholic, this new person, this connection with this new person could be putting them in situations or in a position where they may start back drinking, okay? Things like that. So they're being driven towards their addictions. And if they have an active addiction that they're currently in the throes of, it's just amplifying it. It's turning up the heat on it and making it worse. So there's a lot going on here behind the scenes that's incredibly negative. This is Scorpio's connection is negative, and it is indeed hurting them from what I'm seeing physically and emotionally. All right. Scorpio's new connection. I mean, they came into it with the Seven of Wands, not even really wanting to let down their guard or reveal themselves truly to this person. And I feel like they're still holding on to that. Like they're not making an emotional connection to this new person. So if you're seeing them together and it all looks happy and la la la, or on social media it looks that way, then I will tell you that it's all an act, because there is not anything good going on here. With this Two of Wands coming up in the near future over the next few weeks, you know, it's just a continuation of the fact that Scorpio does not see themselves with this person. They're not investing in the things. I don't even think they can invest with this emotional stuff happening here. I think, yeah, because this is a kind of crippling energy that I see for Scorpio. This connection is not doing well for them. All right. Sagittarius, if Cancer, if your person is a Sagittarius, what's going on in their connection at this time with their new person? Sagittarius and their new person. If these messages are helping you, please like this video. Please, please, please like this broadcast. All right. All right, Cancer. Your Sagittarius has the Eight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. As far as how they are feeling and seeing in this connection right now, I feel like there's this whole wanderlust thing going on, and I often use that word in connection with Sagittarius because of their love to get out and do new things, try new things, travel to new places. So I feel like there's some of that happening, or the potential for some of that happening soon between Sagittarius and their new person. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, though, I'm not seeing where Sagittarius is willing to extend something right now in this moment. They're still not ready to extend that very serious offer to this new person, right? Because they're kind of weighing things out still. Sagittarius is still kind of checking things out. This feels very new, this connection. But yeah, so if your Sagittarius is very newly involved with someone, this is the message for you. They're still kind of weighing things out. It's not a bad thing at all. They're kind of captivated at the moment by this person, and seeing how they feel. Okay, with this King of Pentacles in the upright behind the scenes here, I'm seeing that your Sagittarius, I think he's giving to this connection in any solid way that he can. So in other words, if he is financially of a status where he can give to a connection financially, he's doing that. He's giving something of value, and he has an interest in giving something of value. So he is at the time going through the motions of building in this connection. And hold on, I'm getting something here. Oh, and leveling up to king status emotionally. So like he has an interest in being a solid dude and treating this connection well. Again, though, I feel like this is brand new. But with this Three of Pentacles, that is telling me that their intent, especially along with this king, is to do something good here. Their intent. Now we know, intent is intent. So their thought is that they're going to do something good, something nice. I think, and I'm just going to be blunt with it, not to hurt anyone's feelings. It feels like they feel as if they have met someone solid and they want to move forward. With this Knight of Cups, that even just seals the deal on that. Like, they are going to come forward. And I see it in short order, like within a few weeks, with moving the connection forward in a more solid way emotionally. All right. So if this is your person, this Sagittarius, Cancer, know that that's the energy that's happening now. Probably at least until the middle to later part of July. And we'll check back to see if this is continuing down this path at that time. But like I said, this feels very new, and it feels like that's what's happening now in it. Okay? Energies can stay the same or they can change. We'll see what's happening in a few weeks. All right. Cancer, if your guy is a Virgo, what is happening with this Virgo and his new connection, his new relationship? Get another shuffle in here. All right. All right. Virgo and their new person have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this isn't positive. This is definitely someone who is out there with other people. So I feel like your Virgo is still seeing others and is not... I think it's known. I think it's known in this connection with their new person. And I don't think that this Virgo has any intention of locking things down at this time with this new person. They are staying single and keeping their options open is what I'm getting from that. With this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I'm seeing that they're not even looking at this connection with this new person in any close and serious way. They're really just not. They're not serious about this person. All right. With this Seven of Pentacles, wow. Okay. Weird, because I pulled this Nine of Wands in reverse by mistake, but it's going along with the Seven of Pentacles to tell me that they are investing time and energy in the connection, and why their connection may be standing out as something of a relationship when we know that this Virgo is very single and mingling around. Why are they, why are they in this connection with this person, with this one person in particular? It's because it's weird. He feels a need to build something, to have a relationship or the appearance of a relationship, but he doesn't want it to be something to where he has to lay everything on the table and be authentic in the connection. So he's found someone who allows him to exist in the connection in a very superficial way. Wow, thank you, Spirit, for the words, because I wasn't sure how to verbalize that. So he's found this person that allows him to have the appearance of a relationship because for whatever reason, he feels like he needs to have the appearance of a relationship. However, he's not truly investing in it, and he's only investing in the look of a relationship. Weird. Not weird so much as in people doing that, but weird in how this energy is really playing out in these cards. What's to come, coming up with this Four of Wands in reverse? That's easy. There's going to be a destabilization of this connection. So, oh man, I just saw that my video had paused, and I'm not sure exactly how long or what you heard. And the way Spirit just brought that through me, I don't know if I can repeat it all for my Virgo, for my Cancers that are involved with Virgos. I'll just run through this very quickly, and hopefully it showed up in the video and wasn't, I don't know what's going on. So the Virgo is very single, very much with others. The person they're with knows this. Virgo's not investing in this connection as anything real, but they are investing in it from the standpoint of the appearance of having a relationship is valuable to them at the moment. So they're investing in what other people can see, but they're not investing in what's really happening behind the scenes. And with this Four of Wands in reverse, there will be something happening within the next few weeks that's going to kind of destabilize what they have going with this new person. Will it be a breakup? Not sure. Not necessarily feeling completely breaking up, but there will be what they think that they've got, going on as far as what the world can see and how perfect that might look at the moment. That's going to be destabilized. How that will play out, we'll have to check again in a few weeks. Okay. All right, let's get our last suspects on the board. I have Leo, I have Aquarius, and I have Taurus. All right, thank you to those of you who have stuck with me thus far. So let's look at Cancer. If your person is a Leo, if he's a Leo, what's he got going on in his new connection with his new person? You know what? Spirit's telling me to shuffle these cards back into the deck, so let me take a moment and do that. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up. And please follow me so that you can be aware of future lives that I come on and do, future readings, and even just those recorded readings that I often post. All right. All right. So Leo, what does Leo have going on here? Oh, Lord. All All right, so Judgment in reverse with the Two of Cups. Let me take a look at this. I feel like there's been some recent upset between these two, this Leo and their new person. And so Leo's busy trying to patch things up, right? I think some things came to light that the new person did not like. And Leo's been smoozing, pouring it on in order to get back to, in order to lessen this person's judgment against them, right? So that, like, for instance, if, say they had an argument over some things that the new person did not like about your Leo, and they had a little break, right? And Leo just poured on the heat so that this person would no longer see them in that negative manner. Did what they had to do, used all the lovely words and things, you know, that Leo knows how to do in order to shine again. All right. With the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I'm just saying that they're not building towards anything of value, anything that is going to be long lasting, anything that's going to stand the test of time. This is not a permanent connection for this Leo. All right. With this 10 of Wands, this is harder and harder for your Leo to bear. I feel like Leo's heart is not in this. And they're not even really just having fun. It's like they're there for what it is that they need to obtain out of this situation. I feel a lot of times with Leo, it's hard for Leo to be alone. It can be hard for men to be alone, right? We tend to think not because of how some men act, but I think if men are being honest with you overall, being alone is not, you know, as easy as they make it look. And your Leo in particular, I feel, does have their struggles with that. And so this connection could be something just to pass the time with. And weird message, but coming off of this card, but I just feel like your Leo does not even like this person's ass. I got it exactly like this. He doesn't like her ass. So I feel like he's in this connection. It may, you know, with wands being passion, oftentimes it may be a very sexual connection and not much else of value to the Leo happening here. And I pulled this 5 of Cups in reverse by mistake, and it's just kind of like not being alone, not being in lonely type energy. So having someone to pass some time with, but he really doesn't like her ass. She's just a figure there to pass time with. Coming up soon, I have this 5 of Swords in reverse. Hold on. Let me pull a clarifier because I'm getting some confusion off of this card here. Bear with me. Why is this 5 of Swords in reverse here? Yeah, your Leo's going to be walking away from this soon. Like, there's just some... What I'm feeling is this new person, there's some nastiness with them. Like, I feel a situation coming up in the next few weeks where this new person just gets nasty with your Leo. Like nasty with the mouth, nasty. And Leos don't really handle that well. It's going to be an ego bruise. Like, that's really what I'm getting from this 5 of Swords in reverse. An ego bruise for your Leo, right? And some of you may, and the feeling I get is some of you Cancers may be saying, good, that's what they deserve. But they're going to walk away from it. Like, I just don't feel like this Leo does well with having their ego bruised. So that is what I see for Leo. And then we have Aquarius. So if your person is Aquarius, Cancer, let's see what they've got going on with their new relationship, their new connection. Goodness, all the cards just jumped out of my hand. Okay, let me do some shuffles here. All right. Whoa. All right. Aquarius and their new relationship. I have the King of Cups in reverse and the Sun. Wow. You're Aquarius, man. They're a little crazy. All right. Let's see. Let me ask this question before I go further of the cards. Yeah. So if you consider relationships, connections between a couple, and, you know, sometimes you have a connection going where, like, someone is crazy. In this connection, your Aquarius is the one that's kind of crazy. And I have a feeling that the other person is just kind of taking their shit at the moment. Taking a lot of shit from the Aquarius and accepting it. And that's making your Aquarius very happy. Someone to take their bullshit. A doormat. Now, as doormats go, you know, you make yourself a doormat and someone walks all over you and then leaves. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Right now, your Aquarius is loving how this person is just taking everything from them. But how long will that last? The 2 of Wands in reverse let me know that your Aquarius they don't foresee anything of value going on here. They've already discounted this new person based on the fact that this new person is willing to put up with their shit the way they do. So they're not foreseeing something of value with this new person. With the 6 of Wands here, I'm seeing, yeah, they're going to come out of this on top. That's what their intention is, the Aquarius. They're going to take. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to ride high and victoriously in this connection. They're in charge. And I do feel, though, with your Aquarius, and I'll be blunt with it, I do feel like they really do love the sex that's happening in this connection. Like, they're really fond of that. I know you may not want to hear that, but that's one of the sticking points that's holding them together. Okay? One of the very few, other than the fact that this person just takes their crap and has all this sex with them. That's what's holding this connection together right now. What you'll see in the next few weeks is, I feel like the connection will stay together, at least over the next few weeks. But there's this, yeah, they're going to be together, because I'm seeing this Knight of Pentacles as a night that's come to a complete stop. They're staying in this for now. Okay. So as we look at things over the next few weeks, in another few weeks, we'll see if that energy is still there of um, staying together in that way. All right. So that's Aquarius. Let's take a look at our last suspect here, your Taurus. Cancer, what's going on with your Taurus and their new boo? All right. What is happening here between the Taurus and their new connection? All right. All right, Cancer. So Taurus and their new connection, they have the 7 of Wands plus the 3 of Pentacles. And wow, I just heard it very clearly in my ear. They are getting their money up. So whatever they've got going on, this Taurus and this new person, it's allowing this Taurus the space and time and opportunity to kind of save their coins up, stack some coins, without truly giving to this connection. So whether it is like, I don't know if they've moved in together and now this Taurus's expenses are either totally covered by the new person. In other words, like, is he home on the couch all day while she goes off to work? Or whether, again, if they're in a cohabitation situation, whether moving in with this new person has given him the ability to cut his bills in half. Like, something is going on here that's allowing this Taurus to build their resources up, but they're not letting their guard down or letting this person in any real way. Not at this point, not right now in this moment. But it is allowing them to kind of get ahead. All right. What you're not seeing going on behind the scenes is there's a lot of emotional distress on the part of your Taurus. And I feel like they entered into the connection with this new person with that going on. Right. Like it feels like depression on some level, and it feels just like a person who tosses and turns and doesn't sleep well too, right? And then you do that for days at a time and your whole world looks gloomy, and that's what I'm seeing happening here. Again, with your Taurus, their focus was and is, as we discussed back here, building up their resources, because they feel cut off to having options right now. They feel like they don't have the options in life that they want, and being able to build is going to give them those options. And I think that's a large part of what this emotional distress in this person is about, this Taurus. He feels like he can't have access to the options he would like because he's down financially. And so this relationship is like, she may be buying him shit, even like whether she's buying him like, a car or other things of value, or if it's just that she's willing to put in the work and pay bills and do things like that. It's something financial that this Taurus is gaining, right? And it is lessening this feeling of depression, and it will continue to lessen it as time goes on in this connection. So the longer they stay in this connection, this Taurus and this new person, the more stable, I should say, your Taurus will feel. And once they become more stable financially, a lot of this anxiety, depression stuff will go away. All right. In the upcoming weeks, I would say more towards the end of the month of July, your Taurus is really going to be feeling wonderful. I think there will be some things that come through, especially in the way of gifts, from their new connection that's going to have them feeling quite lovely. All right. I see that as more about what's being given than it is about the connection itself. So we'll have to check back in on them, on your Taurus and their person in a few weeks to see what is happening in the connection at that time. All right, Cancer, that's been your messages about your boo and what's going on in their new connection. Hopefully these messages have helped you. Please like the video. Please follow me, subscribe, all that great stuff that you can do for free that supports my channel. And until next time, take care. Love you.